Good morning, YouTube. How's everybody doing this morning? Just want to give you a little tip. So, I got a little cheat code for you. Whenever you're reading books and everything like that, this will help you get constant education from that book or constant lessons from that book. So, here's a little tips on what I do whenever I read a book. So, whenever I read a book, whenever I start a new book, I'll try to go to YouTube. So just like back in the day when they used to drop a new CD, they always went on a press release for that CD. Well, generally they do the same thing for books. So there's generally press releases for that book or whenever the book came out. So I try to find YouTube videos on that book and that author, and then I'll just listen to the interviews from the author about that book, or just interviews from that author period, just to get in their mind. Then I'll read the book. So I may actually watch 2 or 3 YouTube videos, generally 3, of that author, or even a podcast of that author in regards to the book. That's 1. So try to find those interviews that for the press release of that book. 2, I'll find their social media pages and add them. So I just finished Inside Money, and I added that author, Inside Money about Brown Brothers Harriman, and I've seen countless interviews, but I connected with them. Bob Berg, the author of The Go-Giver, connected with him on LinkedIn. So I'm constantly seeing the LinkedIn stuff. I'm constantly seeing the Go-Giver stuff on my timeline on LinkedIn every day. Robert Greene made individual book pages for the 48 Laws, Mastery, 33 Strategies of War, as well as his own book page. As well as his own social media page. So I followed them on LinkedIn. Machiavelli, I have that on my social media, on Twitter, stuff like that. So that's just a cheat code, is try to find the author, or if the book is big enough, they will have their own social media page. So you're constantly getting that, those lessons and everything. Even though I haven't read the 48 Laws in years, or I haven't read Mastery in years, I'm constantly seeing those lessons and key points from the book every day. So you're constantly getting that information of the book daily, you know what I mean? So those are little cheat codes that I suggest anybody about when you read a book. So try to get those press releases, those interviews, to get a little inside on the book. Fluke, I just finished a YouTube video on the book Fluke from its author. But yeah, that's just a little tips that'll give you better understanding of the book, what the author was thinking when they were writing the book, everything like that. And then find their social media pages, or if the book is big enough, find its own social media page, and you'll see that every day. You're constantly getting that every day. And always, structure your social media in ways that you're gaining knowledge and stuff like that. So if you see my Twitter is filled with economics and banking and authors and stuff like that. And man, it's amazing. So I'm constantly learning from my social media, and I love that. So that's just one of the Kerry-isms I just wanted to throw out there for you. Check that out. Drop a comment. Tell me what you think about that. Have a good day, YouTube.